Chapter 9, Review. We've covered a ton of information today, and as much as I hope you remember everything, I understand that that's just sometimes not the case. So before we conclude this training, let's spend the next few minutes going over the 7 key points that I want you to walk away with. Number 1, definition and characteristics. Remember, confined spaces are areas with limited entry and exit points. They're not designed for continuous occupancy and may present hazardous conditions. So if you ever question whether an area is a confined space or not, make sure to reach out to your supervisor or your local safety team. Number 2, permit required versus non-permit required. Remember, permit required confined spaces could have potential hazards like toxic atmospheres and other safety concerns that can pose an immediate threat to the health and safety of the worker. Non-permit required confined spaces are still confined spaces, but with significantly less risk. So while the risk is low, these still require caution. Number 3, hazard identification. Before entering a confined space, the entire team should conduct a hazard assessment of the work site. Some hazards to watch out for are atmospheric issues that include oxygen deficient and enrichment atmospheres, and toxic and flammable gases. As for physical hazards, before entering the confined space, make sure you look for engulfment risks, moving equipment or machinery in any areas that can cause an employee to slip, trip, and fall. Number 4, roles and responsibilities. As we said before, depending on the confined space, there could be a variety of people involved. With that said, the 3 most important roles are going to be your entrant, your attendant, and your authorized supervisor. Remember, the entrant is the person that is actually going into the confined space and performing any of the work. The attendant is going to monitor the entrant, maintain constant and effective communication with the entrant, and initiate emergency procedures if necessary. And finally, the entry supervisor. They are ultimately responsible, will oversee the entire operation, and will authorize and cancel permits. Number 5, entry permit system. So before entering any permit required confined space, a permit must be filled out. This is going to identify the confined space, any of the hazards that may be apparent, and the safety measures required to mitigate that risk. Remember, the team should work on the permit together. The team should review the permit before entry. The supervisor will authorize the permit, and the supervisor will terminate the work when complete. Number 6, pre-entry and entry procedures. Before entry, we should conduct a hazard assessment, atmospheric testing, and ensure any and all safety equipment is in good usable condition and available. During entry, let's make sure that we all follow our safety procedures, maintain continuous monitoring along with communication, and be prepared for any and all emergencies. And number 7, emergency and rescue procedures. Not only do we need an emergency plan, but the emergency plan needs to take into account a wide range of various scenarios. Each of those scenarios should have a well thought out response, and all affected employees should be routinely trained. As for any rescue equipment, make sure that it's readily available, it's in good usable condition, and you have an understanding of who do you need to contact in case of an emergency. So as we're approaching the end of this training, I just wanted to take a quick second and acknowledge the effort that you've put forth today. I know that this information is a lot to take in, but by you being here and being engaged, that shows not only do you care about your safety, but the safety of others. So like I've said throughout the training, it's a lot of information. So if you need to go back and review specific chapters, please do so. If that's still not helping, or you have additional questions, comments, or concerns, please contact your supervisor or your safety department for any additional resources. So until next time, stay safe everyone, and go Cats.